Hey everybody and welcome back. Today I thought it would be fun to tell you guys a little story and then have the comment section be like a place where other people can share similar experiences and we can all laugh at each other's misery. So I wanted to tell you guys the story of how I got into an accident with my car that I've only had for a week. I hit a deer and so I've been driving since I was 15 years old. My parents gave me my first car then to use throughout high school. I've been using this car for 7 years. I'm 22 now, and I decided to get my own car. So I've never had any wrecks before. I've never been pulled over, never had any tickets, anything like that. I've never had any scares with this car, nothing. I've just had the cleanest driving experience that anybody could ever have for 7 years. And then I get a new car, and then a week later after I get this car, I hit a deer. Why do things like this happen? I really don't know. But so the story. I'm visiting my mom over the weekend and I'm coming back home. It's kind of late. I should have taken the offer from my cousin to stay at his place, but I didn't want to get up in the morning and drive home. So I decided to just do it. It was 10:30 at night, so it was going to be around 1 o'clock in the morning. It takes 2.5 to 3 hours to get home from there. So it was going to be pretty late when I got home. And if you're not familiar, I live in South Carolina, and once you get off the interstate and you're connecting in between towns, there's a lot of rural area in between those places. And you have a good chance to see some animals if it's nighttime and there's headlights going and you're kind of like the only person on the road, and the animals will get attracted to that and they just run across. It's very, very annoying. You have to be very alert in a lot of these places. So I'm driving. I've gotten off the interstate. It's been about 20 minutes, and I'm going down this road that's pretty much canopied by trees. Like, you have to be 100% on alert. Your brights need to be on. It's very dark, and if you get into a situation where like a large animal comes out in front of you and you need to swerve, you better hope that you don't go off the road, because you're going to hit a tree. It's guaranteed you're hitting a tree. There is no other outcome. So I've got my brights on. I'm driving the speed limit. I've got both hands on the wheel. I'm focused, right? Like, I am determined to get home without anything happening. And all of a sudden, I pass a deer. He's sitting on the side of the road, and he's just looking at me. And it didn't even cross my mind at first. And then maybe like 3 to 5 seconds later, I go in my head, that was a fucking deer. Really? This can't happen tonight. Like what? I should have taken it as a sign. I think the deer was trying to tell me that some shit was going to go down and I needed to brace myself. So that's the first animal that I saw that potentially could have gotten out in front of my car. A few miles down the road, I'm still on the same road that's covered by trees. A possum runs out. Now, possum's not a big deal. I don't want to run over one. I mean, it's not a large animal. It's not going to really damage my car, but I don't want to hit an animal. It's just not something that you do when you go out on the road. It's not something that you look for. So I'm able to avoid him. He comes out a little bit before I get to him, so I'm able to avoid hitting him. No big deal. There's nobody else on the road, so I have a little leeway, to kind of go into the other lane and avoid some animals if I need to. But then I'm almost home. I'm 3 minutes away from my house, right? And I'm on a road that is 4-lane. It's very high traffic throughout the day, so deer is not something that you usually see come across. I've never seen a deer get hit on this road, right? But I'm the only one out there. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in the left lane, and all of a sudden, I see this deer coming out of the corner of my eye. I have no time to react to this, because I didn't have my brights on, so as soon as it got into my headlights, like, that was it. I had a split second to kind of turn my car a little bit and keep from directly hitting the deer head on and kind of running it over. It hit its head behind my right side headlight, and then its body whipped around and just put a huge fucking dent in my passenger door. And then it put a smaller dent in the back passenger door, and then its body caught onto the bumper and pulled it out of its little holder, or whatever you want to call it. I have no idea what the specific name for it is, but it kind of locks into a position, and it ripped it out of that and completely ruined it, right? So I've got... Like, when this happened, I didn't even slow down. I didn't hit the brake. It was one of those situations where I didn't register that it had happened for a few seconds, and then all of a sudden, I start having this Nicolas Cage breakdown going on in my head. Right? If you've ever seen the video Nicolas Cage losing his shit, I'll link it in the description. Amazing acting. Nicolas Cage really he deserves every Oscar on the planet for the bullshit that he does. Yeah, of course, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm having this Nicolas Cage breakdown in my head, and I'm just in disbelief that I hit a deer a week into owning this car. And, you know, I've got a $500 deductible that I've got to put down to get body work done. But, you know, that's life. Shit happens, and it just had to happen to my new car. So, it's a little more painful in that respect. But I thought it would be funny to have people in the comments share similar experiences if they got something new that they were, you know, maybe upgrading from something older, or, you know, whatever the situation may have been. Doesn't matter, you know, what item it is. It could be a new Xbox or a car or whatever, and it got completely ruined or it got damaged and you had to do some kind of replacement of it, and it was just really bad timing for something like that to happen to a new item. So yeah, if you have an experience like that, please share it. I'm sure that we'll all get a laugh. It's good to take these things lightly, because you just gotta accept them for what it is. I mean, it didn't take me long to just say, well, you know what, it happened, fuck it, I've gotta call the insurance company and make a claim. No reason to get mad. So it's good to turn it into some kind of joke and laugh at it. So yeah, if you have an experience, please share it. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you later.